My heart wants to share something with you today. And some of you maybe know I live in Germany, and on Sunday there was a demonstration, a big one, in Berlin. And it actually was, correct me if I'm wrong, the first death occurring after and in the demonstration. And also what happened was a lot of violence from the police towards the demonstrants. So, to be honest, and I do this video because I feel our emotions are being so suppressed because everyone is talking about being strong and reasonable. And I feel like because I sense myself and my heart and my work as providing a space for healing. So I feel the work of the healers, of the true healers, and I feel in essence every single one has this deep wisdom of healing inside of them. So basically it's just kind of like an archetype inside of the heart of each one of us that it needs to be expressed and it wants to be awakened. And that's why I felt like I need to share. And that's who I address now. I address the healer inside of you. I address you in being a sovereign being and having wisdom around healing. So the energy overall in Germany for me is very stuck. It's kind of like dramatic on a collective level for me since Sunday. And what kind of touches me the most is this talking about that it's just okay and normal to be violent, to find reasons why behavior is okay, that is actually not okay. And what really comes up in my heart is kind of like this anchoring in what remains after all this mindfuck here. What remains? When you really burn everything and become empty, that has been my practice since Sunday, of what your opinions are around a certain subject right now, what you think people need to do, what the right thing would be according to your worldview right now, and maybe also according to your knowledge, and also giving it into the fire of that for sure you think you have the best interests at hand. So maybe going this path of really like burning it. And what remains then? I really want to open up this topic. What remains when you connect to this inner healing wisdom, this empathy for yourself, for other beings in this now moment? What remains? What is right and true for you? What stays? And also maybe making it a practice, what stays alive in the flames? And for me, violence, pressure of doing certain things, blaming, calling names, putting all of this mental, whatever, however you want to call it, onto kids, kind of this scheme of what is right, does it remain in the fire? And I had a conversation the other week with a psychologist, and it really touched my heart, because he was like, I think we cannot trust people anymore. We need to tell them what to do. And this really hit me hard, to be honest, because there's the situation where people studied, and they're on the one side, they're very intelligent, they're driven, they want to take care of things. So I appreciate all of that, of the mental strong people. Yet my question to him was, or it was more like a statement, because I could just listen what came out of my mouth in this situation. It was more like, I really believe in the good in people. I really do believe in the good in people, in the good intentions. And I still believe that. Maybe it's totally naive, or I don't know, but that's kind of my core value, because I truly believe no one really wants to hurt someone else. I do believe that. And when someone hurts someone else, there's for me more just really a question of consciousness, and of a lack of communication, and of maybe empathy, and wanting to understand, and wanting to go really in a conversation, but not in a argumentative conversation of really sharing like mental, like sentences where you are like, oh, I studied and I know. Maybe question yourself again. Maybe it's good to become humble here. But rather, I feel like we really need conversations from our heart space, where the heart is being opened. And maybe the core values are being incorporated in the conversation of what does it mean to be human? What is the mind in this human life? What is the role of the mind? What is the role of the heart? Why don't I value the frequency of faith, of love, of compassion, of empathy? So what really comes up today is like, I want to talk more to the healer inside of every heart, because I believe there is a healer, there is a wisdom, and I don't feel that this frequency, this archetype is being awakened and is ready to listen when there's a violate of frequency in the talk. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to share, and to just bring the topic off on the table of it is good to feel, and it is healthy to feel. It is healthy to feel into what are my core values in this now moment. Is my behavior leading and leading towards and feeding my heart values in the now? I send you blessings from Germany, and a warm hug.